Are we live right now? Let me see if we live right now.
Andrew is going to videos have
Let me see
just
what's going on. If we really live. I don't know if we really live. Let me see my channel. Are we live right now?
right now.
Okay. We back
Andrew
live.
is going to videos have just
This is dope. All right, we live right now. All right, let me see. Let me see. We back live. We're gonna be doing these daily lives, bringing stuff in. All right, let me see. Okay, that makes sense. All right. All right, y'all. So, um, I don't know if y'all are watching this joint now or not, but it's all good because we're in full test mode right now. We can be going. Oh, no one's watching. Look, 0 eyeballs. But it's all good. We're gonna be in full test mode. Um, I'm sending this live out. A couple of people. All right, let me see. Let me see. I never noticed my nose got the little slant right here. Crazy. All right, what we got cooking right now? Let's get rid of that. All right, let me see. I don't know how it does that. Interesting. Hey, what's going on? I see you over there. We just testing out this new virtual software because we're gonna be going live. So I see you out there. Drop in the chat. Oh, what up? It's Rocky. What up, Rocky? What up, Rocky? I see you. Let me see. I bet. Oh, what's up, Bruce? What's good? I see the comments coming in. I got a brand new show starting tomorrow. Gonna be virtual. Gonna be streaming daily. Right now, I'm just kind of testing out the back end, testing out the overlays, testing out the scenes, using new software. So yeah. If y'all want to come on, what up, Pitts 2 millions? If y'all want to come on here, okay, all right, okay, THC girls, I see you. If y'all want to pop in, say what up. Let's see if I can get y'all a link. So y'all can pop right in. Where's the little guest slot link? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. I don't know if y'all can see this. Yeah, there's a link right there. If you want to pop on, click that link. I have you join. Say a couple things. Say what up. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Happy Sunday. So yeah, I'm just testing out all these controls. And yeah, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. Definitely a lot of things I want to talk about. Saying right now, but yeah, I mean, whenever. It's going to be, I'm going to have this daily, so it's not even a thing. Don't even worry about it. Let's see. Dawn, what's good, bro? What's popping? That link I just sent y'all in the chat, are y'all able to click that link? Let me know. I'm curious. If you're able to click, if anyone's able to click that link. And by the way, if you want to come out to the tour, we got a tour stop in Orlando coming next month and one in Miami. That's the link right there. Let me see. So I had a whole setup for y'all, and it's not even showing up. That's why we testing. You know how whether it's content or if it's a master class or whatever the case is, people are always like, man, I need it to be perfect before I go on. We're literally doing it right now in real time. So we're testing it. You got to test it in real time. Let me see. Rocky, you on there? Oh, Rocky's in the green room. See, I don't know how they do this real quick. Yeah, so anyway, you know how you want to make some content, or you want to stream, you want to do a podcast, whatever the case may be. And you're like, oh, I got to be perfect. It got to be like this, before I even go up there. I'm literally showing y'all real time, since I'm doing something brand new, that I'm testing it while I'm live. Like, I'm willing to look stupid while I'm live to make sure everything's good for when I'm actually ready to go live. You know? That's literally how it is. Rocky, you want to pop on and say hi? You want to say hi to the people real quick? Let me know when you're ready. You want to say hi to the people? Let me see. Yo, you want to say hi, Rocky? What you got on your head? Let me see. Can you hear? Or do you have your volume on? Only your head is showing. The bottom of your head, by the way. Alright, anyway, if y'all got any questions, let me know. If y'all need questions, let me know. Drop the question down in the chat. We're literally just going to be vibing as I'm testing out this new software. Getting ready to do this show tomorrow and everything like that. Yeah, Rocky, you on the screen, so I don't think she knows. That's all good. And have her come back. So yeah, what I'm saying is, so I wanted to do this show, right? I'm in a process of how we say growing, evolving. I want to do more, right? So what comes with me doing more? What up, E? What comes with me doing more is learning as I go, learning something new. So there's a couple of I would say online personalities on YouTube that are doing like daily content, covering things that are current, right? Like for instance, what's my opinions on a Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua fight? Where would I put that in my current content lineup? There's nowhere for it, right? Or what about my comments on the Andrew Tate fight yesterday? Or what about my comments on like working out? I don't really make workout content, but what if I want to talk about it? You know? So there was no real place for me to put this. Or like if I'm not talking about, let's say, straight entrepreneurship or straight business or whatever, or if I want to talk about relationships or my personal experiences, where can I put this type of content? Or even if I wanted just to have just dialogue on other things, there's nowhere for me to put it. So when I'm looking at online personalities like a Anton Daniels, or online personalities like a Patrick Bet-David, you know what I'm saying? Individuals like that, or even Shannon and Ocho, even though they're more relegated to sports. Okay, let's talk about Cam and Mace, for instance. They don't just talk about sports. There's no real place for me to put this content. So I'm like, okay, why don't I stream daily? Like I used to have a YouTube show, and I stream. I did a show for like over 250 days. Just got on, answered questions, talked about whatever I felt like talking, taught whatever, if I was reading a book or something came to mind. And I just, it was just a straight freestyle, not playing, So I kind of want to get back to that. And I feel like that's some of the most freeing type of content when you could just be yourself. Like this is kind of like how it would be in real life in general. Like if I ran into anyone that's even watching the stream and they were just like, yo, what's going on? I would literally tell you what's going on, like what's on my mind, unfiltered, not like planned or structured, rather. So that's what I want this to be. So with that being said, I still have to have some type of like layout, right? So we basically built a couple of virtual stages and everything like that, but for some reason they ain't showing up. Yeah, they're not showing up. So I don't know where it's at. Like literally, you had like three stages built up, but like I don't know. Do they save? You know what I'm saying? Do they like clearly they move, but I don't know where they went. So I'm like, let me make sure this thing just works. Okay. Anyway, so let me just pretend I got my stuff set up, right? And let's talk about why don't we talk about this Andrew Tate fight with the other guy that he fought. What was the dude's name? Chase Demore. Okay. So Andrew Tate and Chase Demore. So if y'all have been following this situation, Andrew Tate, who's about 40, he decided that he wanted to go. Rocky's trying to join again. He decided that he wanted to go and fight a younger individuals. Oh, what's up, Rocky? You there?
Can you hear me now?
Finally.
Okay.
What's that? What's that? Is that a happy birthday? Is your birthday?
On the 24th.
Oh, you're a Christmas Eve baby for real?
Yes.
So did you get do people really like give you two gifts, or they be trying to put them together?
They be trying, but I'm always like, okay, my birthday is the 24th and Christmas is the following day.
Right. I need two gifts, dog.
That's right.
Don't be trying to put my gifts together. That's ain't it. Do you watch any of the boxing matches from like yesterday and the day before? Or do you
I
know
did
who,
not.
you know who was fighting? Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know about Andrew Tate?
Not so much of his, more so of his stance.
His content? Okay. So he had a boxing match yesterday. What's your take on he had a boxing match yesterday. So he's about 40 and he fought a 22-year-old and he lost the fight. And I mean, he didn't really get knocked out. It was like a decision, but on his face, you can tell he was kind of beat up. So, what's your take on someone that's a little older, that has a very controversial message, deciding to go into the ring and to fight a very younger person, and then losing the match? And then Bruce said, "Sound is echoing, Rocky. Turn your volume down."
Is it better now?
I don't know. Bruce is gonna let us know. But what's your take on that? Do you think a 40-year-old that has a very controversial take should risk his perception to go and fight someone who doesn't have to fight at all, and then loses? Do you think it changes anything about like that person's perception or their value, or you think he did it, he tried it, he didn't win, but it's still showing good effort and taking on challenges? What's your take on that?
I think that his ego might be bruised.
It's interesting.
So he's very masculine. Like he's very vocal. That's what I know about him. Like he's very, there's two ways you can look at it. Some people could get offended by the things that he say, or stand behind what he says. Which I think the deliverance sometimes is just straightforward. He isn't the only one that's gotten back into the ring as being in an older bracket and lost. Nonetheless, I feel that even though you lose that fight, it doesn't take away from your record prior. I think that as an individual, for him personally, I don't know him.
What's up?
I still would think that it might take him a bit to recover, and of course people gonna say things about him fighting and then attack what he is known for outside of the ring. For me, it doesn't change anything because his message might still remain the same. As far as the fight, we get older, our mind and our heart will be the same, but you have to get your body to get to that level of when you were 20 years ago or when you were in your 20s. So someone who's 20 fighting, coming into the ring, they're hungry. They're like, and you're fighting someone who is already established. So that person's going to come in with all they have, where he might have come in thinking like, I still got it. And so it could be.
He ain't still got it. That's a good take. I like that. I like what you said, because I wasn't even thinking about the ego bruising, but you're right. He might have a bruised ego. But the cool thing about it is, I do think that actually doing the work and doing the action, right, training and getting in there and fighting, it still says a lot, because technically, if you're looking at whatever someone might deem success, right? If it's the finances, if it's this, if it's like a certain level that you reach in life, I mean, he more than likely has that. So him going to a ring to fight, he didn't have to at the same time. Like, it's not like he had to go get a belt or he had to go prove something, or So it was really just like a decision. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? I'm gonna take this challenge, and then I'm just gonna, win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna go through it. So I think that's definitely something that can be taken from it, especially as people turn down challenges for whatever for whatever reason. You got someone who doesn't have to take a challenge.
Why do you have three water bottles?
Yeah, so I think that's a good take.
No, why do you have three water
For sure.
bottles?
At his level, I don't know that he needed to go back in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But my question would be why would he go back choosing his opponent, not so much as to his reasoning. His reasoning might just be, again, running on the ego. He already established and proved himself to be a fighter. So for me would be, and if he's already wealthy, so the money isn't that much of a factor,
Yep.
or a movement is more too, is like I said, is running on the ego, like going in the ring. And also, out of all the opponents that he could have, why he chose the 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can find it. Why didn't Andrew decide to fight Chase anymore? Okay. So see, this is good. Since we're bringing in new software, we are gonna say
Those are only the water bottles.
these are all reaction. Yeah, these are all reaction. I'm trying to figure out what made him
Wait, I know
take the fight.
You know that on the flip side, I know that Layla Ali had put out a statement. It refers to Clarissa. Is that her name?
Yeah, Clarissa, yeah.
So it's like, why would she get back on the ring?
Right.
Where she, she's a fighter too. So it's like her stand is very different than Andrew Tate's. Well, one chose to and the other one didn't. So for me, when you look at it from a, I'm not a psychologist, but like from the psyche part, again, for me, just because of what he's put out.
Mom, can you watch TV?
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do this. Let me see. Oh, Rocky got bumped out. Hold on. Boom, there you go. Alright, so I don't know how to pull it in. So we're just gonna do it on the phone. Let me see. Andrew Tate, why did he decide to fight?
You found it? Yeah.
250-pound man, and this is what people don't realize. Look at his box rec. The guy fought in light heavyweight. He was 4-3 in light heavyweight against bums that he was getting knocked out against. And that he's talking about coming up to heavyweight. And if he was so confident that he was going to beat me, then why do we have, a weight clause in a heavyweight bout? Why are we fighting under 200 pounds? Why is there a rehydration clause? Why is it, his arena, his judges, his referee? Why did he, it's rules in fighting. He could deny my gloves. I have to fight in house gloves. Why is he doing all this if he has 80 professional fights and he's not worried? Because he understands and he knows, he's a smart businessman, that he sees what I'm doing behind the line. He sees I'm in Mexico. He sees I'm getting 4 or 5 fights in between these missing fights. And he knows come December the 20th, it's not going to be an easy night for him.
Yeah. I just want to. Okay.
Great thing about you being here, coming into Misfits, is you can lay the law down on these guys and show them what the real fight game is about.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the best thing about influencer boxing is it takes away these Twitter beef bullshit. They go on forever, right?
True, yeah,
but at least now we have a final end date to all of this insanity. So there's going to be a date and a time where all of this ends, and I'm very excited for that day to come.
So why do this though, man? Because I don't know you personally, but I've seen it. You have everything. Monetarily, physically, tangibly, you have everything. And I know this fight isn't about that, but why?
Yeah, I think the best fighters, you could ask them all the same question. It's just something you're born with or you're not born with. I was fighting when I had nothing. I'm fighting now I have everything because I want to fight. That's just what I want to do. I want to fight. If I could explain it to you any other way, I would. But I wake up and I feel like fighting.
Great thing about
Okay, well, we got it. He just wanted to fight. He just woke up every day, was like, I'm trying to fight, so I guess that's it. But yeah, he clearly didn't win, so.
And that's the thing, is that he had everything. He's already has his record. He already has the money.
Yeah.
So what would motivate him to get back in the ring at this point in his career? Versus the other person who is establishing himself to be a fighter, a legitimate fighter. I don't know who he fought, but he has all that, right? Which he's, again, career, money. He is wanting to get to the level of the higher level of fighting. So the difference, I feel, which he said it in his own words, he wanted to do it again. Given his content, it goes back for me, and that's my opinion, is the ego part. Like, well, I have nothing else to do, but I want to fight.
Right.
And he either didn't study his opponent to underestimated his opponent, or he overly, his performance. So either way,
I mean, if we look at some of the highlights, let me see. And once I figure this out, I can show the highlights live, but I haven't figured it out yet, so I'll just use the phone. Actually, hold on. Let me put the highlights up.
Andrew Tate versus Chase Demore just went tired. Demore's plan to make.
Let me see. Andrew Tate.
Is his as he dares to take out the Cobra. Heavyweight boxing, guys. One punch can change everything. Nice straight stipulations around this one, Riley. Definitely going to be a Andrew Tate starting off early. Good combinations, big jab to the body. Jab to the body's going to set everything up, Riley. I'd love to see the bigger men, the heavyweights, using that punch. Sets up the right hand, sets up the hook right hand. Beautiful punch selection by Andrew. Tate, right hand, nearly connects on the chin of the champion. Demore trying to frame with the left hand, BJ, but not really successfully. He's got to get that left hand going early, Ben, and not just use it as a box. The better boxer right now. That's not the strategy that's going to work. He's got to get in here and fight him. Chase gives him.
Let's see the knockouts. All right, here we go.
The Andrew Tate versus Chase Demore boxing fight was held at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Stadium, where Chase Demore defeated Andrew Tate by unanimous decision.
We gotta see where the real highlights at.
he won by more strikes landed.
Yeah, he definitely got hit in the face a lot, for sure. Like at the end of the fight, you can definitely see.
Andrew Tate just got whooped by Chase Demore. Standing at 6'3", 199 pounds, the top G came out of 10-year retirement to fight the heavyweight champion. But what everyone expected to be an easy win, because this is the guy he was fighting, turned into him almost getting knocked out and losing by 2 points. See, this fight was one of the worst I've seen, because after round 2, Tate was gassed, and it was probably from all that smoking. But the man is 40 years old, and 4 months isn't a lot of time to get in shape. So when Chase kept hugging Tate, and because he's taller, he was putting all his weight on him, it was draining his stamina and fast. And if you think I'm wrong, I used to wrestle, and it's a lot easier to talk behind a screen rather than get in the ring. But the whole top G thing might low-key be finished. People in the comments were saying even Jake Paul and KSI would beat him, and honestly, I expected more. So subscribe if you think you could knock out Tate. Tate just got
that was pretty interesting.
I know that with boxing,
Yeah.
you can't, you mentally, you're like, oh, I'm ready to fight. But it takes more than just that. You physically, mentally have to be aligned. And focus, like laser focus. So, a little bit of a background.
Oh, you was fighting?
So, martial arts and boxing. So, I know like a little bit about it. You're not gonna catch me to be like, oh, let's put a fight together in 2 months. Like physically, like I said, there's elements. I'm pretty sure he wasn't smoking as much as when he was active in boxing. When you're doing those kind of sports, you really need to take care of yourself. Overall, not just eating, not just like going into the and shadowing and none of it. Like you really have to go in there with the right. It's funny. It sounds like you with the right mindset. When you walk in there with the ego first, you already lost the fight. So it's funny how like the highlights again. I didn't even know there was a fight. I was clean yesterday.
Yeah, it's two fights. It was a fight Friday and there was a fight Saturday.
But I don't know. And like I said, you have Mike Tyson at his age getting back on that ring. Again, what's the motivation behind it? Because it isn't.
The motivation for him was definitely the bag.
So rather he win or lose, like he was getting paid.
Definitely the bag for sure.
Then you have on the flip side, like I said, Layla Ali. This girl, I don't know what was the situation, but I know that she had put out a statement about the fight, like if she was coming out of retirement to fight her, and she's like, for what? Like she felt she didn't have a reason to even or anything to prove. She has the money, she has the career, she has her record. What is she in at this stage in her life? She has nothing to there's nothing motivating her to get back in that ring.
Right.
So you have one that doesn't have any motivation. There's nothing to prove. The other one, it's money, and the other one, I don't know none of them. Just based on what they put out, him I feel is the ego. I have nothing else to, he has his record, he has his career, he has the money. What other reason would he want to?
Yeah. Facts. Okay. Well, there we have it. That's what these daily talks is gonna be about. I'm gonna just give my opinion on what's popping off in the world. So, well, yeah, your tree looks nice. You and your daughter put together, or did you put it together?
My kids did that.
What is that? I love what? What's that on there?
Oh, the school they go to, a Montessori school.
But what is that thing?
It's a
bag?
It's a bib.
Oh, it's a bib.
So what it is that the decorations are based on any artwork that they've done through the year. So that becomes a decoration.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow in class. I'm gonna just keep this going, keep messing around with these features and see if I can get more used to this for tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you later. Thank you. Thanks for hopping on. Oh. Oh, there you go.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro?
Man, doing well. Yeah. Doing well, man. So, had to make me brush my teeth and broke, comb my beard and everything out, man. So,
Yeah, so when you
got thick, man. Since the last time I seen you, man.
Your beard, you be waking up and the beard messed up?
You said what?
I said when you be sleeping, you wake up and the beard's mashed on one side or something?
No, it's been like I did it like or on the side. I already made it like slim. I'm looking to have it growing out and shit like that. I did more like here and less right here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get that problem. Trying to decide if I want to keep it, man, because I got a face that I don't need to hide. You know what I'm saying?
No one even knows what you look like. I think if you cut your hair and then you came to the crib, I would walk probably right past you.
Right. I'm thinking.
I had no idea.
I missed the low boy. You know what I'm saying? Get up and the low boy like you know. The shadow,
Yeah,
the 5 foot
I
shadow.
can't get my beard like you, bro. It's that in between stage. I went out. The in between
Yeah,
stage ain't it?
yeah,
You been all
yeah,
crazy for like a month or
yeah.
two.
You active now. You know what I'm saying? Like you on stages, picture. You know, I've been so out the way, low key. You know, I don't even know this to be this thick. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, oh
You got the James Harden, bro. Yo, James Harden said
yeah,
that. He said that he can't even cut his beard anymore because it's part of his brand. It fuck up his money if he
yeah.
cut his beard.
No, for real. Like you know, and they called me a short James Harden. One of my doctors the other day. I'm like, you know, that's what come with it. But I'm still, I can still reinvent. You know, I gotta start wearing the do rag shoulders now. You know what I'm saying? Where I get this, you know, together. You know what I'm saying? But
Get the waves on there.
yeah, man, trying to get the waves. I've got
Get the waves
a great
popping.
response. Yeah, they said that I look younger. Like with the, I'm like, damn, I didn't know that was gonna be
I mean, bro, you
like
got
that.
the do rag with the backwards hat. You know what I'm saying? You definitely on brand, 100%. Definitely on brand.
Yeah.
Let me see who is this. Somebody just tried to call me. Who's this? Oh, hold on a second. Yo, what up, man? Are you free? You want to jump on it? You want to jump on this stream real quick? Yeah, I'm testing out Ecamm at the moment, so I'm just having people join me on the Ecamm. You can use your phone, no? Yeah. I'm listening to you. Yeah, just hop on real quick for like a couple minutes. All right. Yeah, bro. So you gonna talk to me about these drugs, bro?
Yeah. We can do that. We can do that, man. You know.
All right. So talk to me again about the you talking about the ACH versus the test, and are you on them? Do you put them? Do you use them both? You use one versus the other? Like what's normally the?
So I do the most important thing with anything in this with biohacking space is you gotta build your testosterone has to be high, man, because your hormones got to be activated. So when people get on peptides and they don't have any their hormone levels is low, it's not gonna be as effective. You don't get like 15 to 20%. What's up, man?
That's my man
Yellow.
Tyler. Tyler, we talking about peptides. You know about peptides?
Yeah, man. I just injected myself with peptides 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
That's what I'm
word.
saying.
So you
Smart
this
people.
is perfect timing, bro.
I can tell he
I
makes
know,
good
right?
decisions, man. Just looking at him, man. You know, it's
Appreciate it, man. Let's
You know what
go.
I'm saying?
see, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like it's
Which one did you just plug into?
TB 500.
yeah.
All right, what's that one about?
So TB 500, BPC 157 are probably the best peptides and most known for angiogenesis, which is the formation of new blood vessels, and they're really good at reaching areas that don't have good blood flow. So inflammation, so knees, elbows, when people get tennis elbow, shit like that. So if you tweak your ankle running in a sport or something, if it's going to heal on its own in 5 days with no exercise, these peptides can probably get the job done in 1 or 2 days, so you can get back out there quicker.
Gotcha. What's that one called? TB what?
Yeah, TB 500
Okay.
and BPC 157, and they actually work really well synergistically together.
Yeah.
The BBC 157 specifically targets the tendons and ligaments a little more, and then TB 500 is more of the musculature. So together, they're just really good at rehab and rehabilitation. So if your body gets inflamed, like let's say you tweak your shoulder on a shoulder press, these peptides will just bring you back to life a little quicker.
Yo, would you second that, Rob? Rob's a peptide dude?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Rob? Good to connect,
What's
man.
up, man? I'm more of a serial entrepreneur. I got on peptides, man. When I went about a year and a half ago, they was like, man, I hurt my arm, and I thought it was something like with my arm, man. It was like, you actually have like type 2 diabetes, you have fatty liver issue, you have, all this. My test levels was 224, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So yeah, it
Wow.
was crazy,
Well,
man. So I was,
224,
making money. chasing success, man, and I didn't look like it. Externally, it was very undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? Just you don't have you don't really have when I think you get to a certain level of success, people don't really tell you like, hey man, you're fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're tripping. 280 being 5'9", 5'10" ain't really a goal, right? And I was always like an athlete, so I didn't look sloppy. Then I called my buddy Jeff, who was in Miami, and I was like, bro, like I know you got something to help me. And he put me on tirzepatide at the time, and then he was like, go get your labs done. Got my labs done. That's where I learned my A1C level was 8.5, right? Like, at 9, yeah, you start losing eyesight and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's crazy. So I got on that. I got on testosterone. I got on dihexa for brain cognition. I got on like testosterone. The ones that like all the staples like testosterone helps you with gain lean muscle and like get
Yeah.
rid of your visceral fat and things like that. So I wanted to. It's not about just people losing weight. You want to lose. You want your BMI to come down. You know what I'm saying? Like you want your BMI, your body mass index, to be around like 15%, which is what you guys look like you're at or below
I'm definitely below
that
15%,
level.
100%.
People want to lose 20 pounds, is 5 pounds to be fat and 15 pounds to be lean muscle. So once I got an understanding of like peptides, I really dove in because I said, man, I have I never thought about selling it. Like I didn't want to, I've always been in things medical where, insurance pays a lot of money, right? So I'm like, for people to pay cash for these things, people don't, especially black and brown people, don't take it as serious, right? Because you got 1,000
Well,
problems.
Tyler doesn't have that problem because he's not black or brown.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But most people that are successful, like they after you get money, you want to look good, right? Because better you look, it's just like it shows like discipline, right? You already know, all right, this person makes good decisions. He's healthy. He wants to like live longer, all right? You want to have money. You want to enjoy it now. And I think when you're trying to come up, you're like, hey man, I'm trying to get there, and I got to show everybody. I got all these dinners, and I'm in Miami, and you doing all this, this eating out, drinking crazy. So it's a lack of discipline that you can crave. So, make a long story short, I got on it. Like in 90 days, I went from like 280, probably like to 235. I gained like 15 pounds of lean muscle. And I've never like had a trainer. If I had a trainer or somebody like that, I think it would be crazy. But it just really helped me. Like testosterone helped me that you want to get in the gym because like when you've been out the gym, you're right, you got testosterone. You're not motivated to go. So when I learned about all these things, then I learned, oh man, I had a guy who he had like sold like he had a contract with somebody got, I think Costco. They did like 150,000 vials of semaglutide, 5 milligram vials, for like 2 years. So I'm like, is money like that in this? And that's why I got in it initially because I'm like, I never wanted to go person to person because trying to make somebody do what they should do, I don't want to do. But I got it really into like, all right, if I have friends that's in the space and I can become a plug, I can do all that, man. So I learned everything. I took every course. I got like 10 doctors in my network that teach it internationally and things like that. So I know more than like 99% of people, more than most docs, because they haven't had the time and frequency to really learn this. But I have access to everything, and I know everything. But I gotta I never have it on the level like my guy right here because I gotta kind of like dumb it down when I'm talking to certain people. I can't use entheogenesis and certain things like that because they're gonna be thrown. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say, all right, cool. How can I just make
I'm gonna need
this?
a dictionary just for that word.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
when somebody's speaking and you say a misunderstood word, that's when people start getting like tired and sleepy. Like 90% of the people are thrown off once it's one word that they can't understand. Right? So it's hard because I can understand everything about how he says it, but I got to talk to people in a way where it's like,
Yeah, it's a whole nother
hey,
language.
yeah, you're just doing this. So that'd be like my rub. Like, okay, I got to understand this, but I can't understand it to a point where my audience won't really get it. So that's why I got into peptides. But it's anybody in the biohacking space that's I think is really successful and playing at an elite level. Like you have to take care of your body. And peptides and optimize your hormones has been probably one of the best things I've been able to do.
Yeah. Brennan, it's almost like you line this up intentionally. It's as you were talking.
Right.
It's funny.
I didn't
because
even,
of the-
listen. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that you was on peptides. To be honest, so.
He looks like he is, though. You know, he looks like he makes good decisions. You can tell when people are like fit and work out.
First of all,
you won't have to hear about that.
this guy. This guy has a podcast that he does in the ice tub. First off, he does a podcast in the ice tub, and so him and I do a podcast together. But this is the thing: after the podcast that we did in the ice tub, he got back in the ice tub to do another podcast. So you have back-to-back podcasts in the ice tub.
That's serious.
Yeah.
So just the mindset alone to get in the ice
Crazy.
tub, attached with the thought, you know what? Be cool. We should do a podcast. Like, who's thinking about that? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Just wanted to set ourselves apart, man.
Yeah, 100%. You
How
still
often
do it in the tub? Do you like the same
Say it
exact
again.
setup?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Except the first time we'll deviate. The only one we've done away from home was Andy Elliott while we were out there in Scottsdale. We did it at his place. He actually had 3 cold tubs. Otherwise, we had everyone come here. So, except coming soon in the winter, like I said, I've got like 15 really solid connections down there in Florida. And I'm like, while we're spending the winter down there, if we could just take a week and line all these Florida guys up that, have busy lives and it'd take more time to schedule them to come up to Chicago, we'll just knock them all out while we're down there. And that's why I asked you, Brennan, about the move or a studio that could host this kind of unique setup that could handle the water and that situation.
They got it outside too now. So they got grounds outside so they could set it up.
Who's they?
The move, well, Andrew and his staff, I'm saying. They
Oh, okay. So you're familiar. Cool.
They got a super big location now.
Sick. Yeah. Sounds good, man. No, I'm looking forward to it. But a couple logistics up in the air. I actually split with my business partner as of 3 weeks ago, so I have 100% ownership of InstaShred now, just working through the logistics. So we're rebuilding a badass team right now. I'm putting all the 18 players in place, so it's a fucking good time.
So when you come to Florida?
Probably so we're going out to Scottsdale again to spend some time with Andy for a week, mid-January, so probably right after that, late January.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe stay down there for 1 to 3 months, not sure yet. We'll just, the first Airbnb's for a month and then we'll go from there.
1 to 3 months in Florida is not bad, especially from January to March, so it's not a bad decision.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. We were just down in Disney all last week and the weather was perfect, man, so.
Yeah,
just got home.
And that's central. Yours in the south. That's central.
True.
Yeah.
True.
The weather was good in central. It's even better down here. I was near you last week, and I was in Wisconsin, and it was freezing.
Yeah.
-3.
Yeah, not the best time of year. Worst time of year up here. Otherwise, it's pretty chill. But December to March, you don't want to be here.
Yo, let people know who you are real quick. I'll drop it in the chat if they want to tap in with you.
Oh, is this like a pub? I didn't even know this was. I never heard of this platform.
Yeah, this is Ecamm. So basically,
I thought it was just us 3 in here.
No,
I know.
We're streaming right now. This is on YouTube Live.
Nice, man. Good stuff. Yo, Rob, I thought it was so ironic because you started talking about affluent men and people that are killing it in life. They're earning, they're providing, they got good relationships, they got everything going for them, but they don't have their health, right? A lot of guys are grinding constantly and they forget to put the number one thing in front of it all. And it's funny how people do exactly what you said. They frickin' work hard and then they use that money that they earned to get their health back.
Yep.
And that's what I'm in the business for, man. Like, I'm 32 years old and I literally feel like a 10 out of 10 every day. All day energy, sleep like a baby, sharp as a tack. And I love showing the example that, hey, you guys all out there hustling and grinding and you got your families and you're trying to set that example, but you're not at your best. You don't look your best, you don't feel your best, and you're just using sheer willpower to get through every day. And I remind guys, they're like a 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 in school, in grade school, is a fucking C. Who wants to be C? That's average. You ought to feel like what a 10 out of 10 feels like. And most guys have no clue, but the problem is we established this new baseline, this new normal in life. And most guys coasting at a 7 out of 10, maybe even a 5 out of 10, it becomes their norm. And they forget, what would happen if I didn't just get in this Honda every day and drive from point A to B? The car gets me there. But imagine being in a fucking Ferrari. It's a different feeling. The interior, the power. You don't even have to use it, but you know what's under that hood. And if you lock into that every day and you realize, holy shit, I could drive a Ferrari to work every day instead of this beat up Honda. It's like, why wouldn't you? And we're talking about our human body, the one vessel that we have to live in. And that's why I love what I do, is because so many high achievers that are really the movers and shakers of this world, the ones that are going to make a difference in a positive way, we've got to be at our best. And a lot of them aren't, because of our food quality and water, air impurities. All this shit has bogged us down as a human race. And we've really got to rise up and realize, hey, I've got to make conscious decisions to be at my best. Otherwise, society's just going to fucking take me for a ride.
Absolutely. One, I second that, because what you focus on expands, right? Like you talk about this energy, right? And you talking about, if you knew you could drive a Ferrari as opposed to a Honda. Well, most people don't. They stop believing around a certain age that they can have that Ferrari. It just looks good on. Yeah, Brendan has it. You got it. You guys. Everything is just great for you guys because y'all don't have any. Both, young. I'm 42. You're 32.
I'm
But
45.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
buddy. Oh
45,
man,
right?
I forget
So,
about that, Brendan. Shit.
right, everybody forgets he's doing
I'm the
500
OG.
push-ups
I'm the
a
OG right
day,
here.
right?
And whoa, that's a whole nother conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think, but see, people that have Ferraris know people that usually drive Ferraris, and like I said, you saying Andy Elliott, like you're around people that you can see that, and it's possible. And I think most people, they
Oh,
let their
totally.
problems, the things that's going on with them, they let that, you become like they live into that. They say your philosophy is your personal or your perception is your personal reality. So people get into this mentality that because things are like they are every single day, that they can't get out of that rut. And I think the first thing is just transforming your body, especially from the inside out, right? Because it's not just what you do externally, but it's who you are internally. So working on your mindset, working on your philosophy, and just knowing when it is possible. And I need to surround myself with those people that have that same kind of mentality and energy as me, and I can get there faster. I know when I got to Houston, this is like I live in Miami now, but when I got to Houston in 2014, I mean, I was staying with I was married at the time. I was staying with my mother-in-law. I had a 2002 BMW X5, 300,000 miles. I used to have to park this thing a block away because I would leak oil in her driveway. And I remember just trying to figure it out when I was getting healthcare. And I had a friend. I went to a wedding and I met a guy named Corey who had Rolls Royces. He had Bentleys. And I'm from Ohio. I'd never seen nobody my age with this stuff, right? But he was like in, I think, hair and things like that. So, make a long story short, I would go places and I would park my car and just get in the car with him. And less than by November, the first car I bought 11 years ago was a Rolls Royce Phantom, right? Before then, I never even been in a Rolls Royce, being in Ohio. So I think this
Sick.
when it talks about just environment and getting around that associations and getting around that, it's possible. Then you say, man, or if he's did it, I did it as well. And I think like what you're coming, what you do, the more people we can just expose and just see and know that it's possible, and you'll get around it. You start believing it, and the more your belief increases, the easier it is to manifest it. Because you don't have to know the whole staircase, right? How you want to get there.
No.
You just got to know that it's possible, and then I think
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
attract people, places, and things to you, and then you'll get it. Then it'll come.
Yeah, man. What's interesting about what you just said is, for us that are constantly focused on growth, that's all regurgitated information. But people don't want to hear
Hmm.
that. And it sucks.
Hmm.
People always want the new,
Yep.
the fucking
Yep.
Ozempic, the new magic key.
Yep.
Because if they've already heard what works, let's say for getting fit, you could keep it as simple as exercise more, eat less. But you tell
Right.
someone that and it's so unsexy.
Yep.
They don't want to hear the same old shit. But
Yeah.
successful people know the same old shit gets a fucking result. Success has been on
Hmm.
this earth for how fucking long? Like, just do the boring work
Yeah.
and you'll get there, whether it's your body, business, relationship, having a wife for 50 plus years. People don't want to hear
Yeah.
the shit that actually works because it's boring.
Yeah.
And I love what
No.
you just said, though, because it's a great reminder. If you actually want the things that most people want, you got to do the boring shit.
Yeah.
And people,
Yeah.
they want the one night stands. And when it goes to all relationships are exciting in the honeymoon phase. Come on. The 1 to 3
Yeah.
year phase, that's easy, man. It's easy to show up
Yeah.
every day and say, hey, hon, I'll clean the house for you. I'll take out the trash. Try that 10, 15, 20 years in. You take that person for granted. You get comfortable,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that shit though. I love what we do because most people that aren't utterly obsessed with what they're doing, they don't last long. And it's funny when so
Yeah.
many people come to us and they're like, hey man, like I'm fed up. I've had enough. Like I want to get ripped like you and your guys at InstaShred. And you can just tell. I've done this for enough years where you can tell the person's interested, but they're not committed.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of society, but I'm not your guy. I'm not fucking
Right.
around and wasting my time using our energy to put into you when you're not
Yeah.
ready to commit. You're just interested because everyone wants to have a six pack. Every man wants to be jacked, right? But doesn't mean you're willing to do what's necessary.
Right.
There's a reason a six
Right.
pack is admirable because it's not common. So you see a
Less
guy
than
with a six
1%.
pack and it's a standout.
Yeah. Yeah. What they say, less than 1%, 2% of people after the age 30 even ever get a six pack at all. So having a six pack is even harder than becoming, a millionaire or successful because it takes a high level amount of discipline. I think you have
Sure, man. Yeah.
motivation, you have discipline, and when you
Yeah.
can just be
Yeah.
consistent every day and do the boring shit like you're saying every single day, like where it gets past a feeling, right? Because you can't just want it. You gotta
Well
you gotta
said.
have it. I think it's a mindset switch that has to go on first. Because you're right, you
Mm.
can be around people and see. Oh yeah, I want this. Oh, this would be nice, but until you get that burning desire, like I'm willing to burn the bridge. It doesn't fucking matter. Get rich or die
Burn the
trying.
bridge.
Until you get that kind of mentality, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
bro.
and you have to get to the place where you're going to win regardless, no matter what it looks like. Past your problems. I think right now with society now, what you're saying, right? They've been beat up so much. They've had so many small failures, they think that a lot of people are giving up right now. And for the people that's winning, it's like, all right, the winners are getting, rich or getting richer. They see that, but they say, man, how can I get to that place where I just have one small win? And I
Mm.
think it's going internal, it's going inside first, and then letting it show up because you got to get used to not having the external results first. You got to get to a place where you operate more of faith. Faith is loyalty to the unseen, and saying, you know
100%.
what? No matter what, I can't see this shit. I don't know how this is gonna happen. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to afford InstaShred. But you know what? I'm going to do this shit. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna work out. It always works out when you change this kind of wanting to a burning desire, right? But you got to get to
Mm.
that place where the desire is strong. You say, you know what? I may not be able to, run a mile and or hang with these guys right now, but I'm going to keep on doing it. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna visualize. I'm gonna speak it. I'm gonna write it down, and then ways will be made, bro. Ways will be made. I just have a
Mm.
incredible, insane belief that anything you want bad enough, you'll get it. But you just gotta want it and not worry about the how. When you focus on how am I gonna do this, it's gonna elude you. When you say I'm going to do this, period, it'll show up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. No, agreed. I love the uncertainty. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
what creates the winners is, you've got to, every day in business with your body, you can't foreshadow the result. No one can give you that game
Yeah.
plan. Even when it comes to a lot of people talk about paid ads these days and they get burned and they want to not run ads, but it's
Right.
because the most unique thing about it is that no one can tell you that's going to work. You can create the coolest fucking ad in the world, cater directly to your audience, and the best media marketing team can say that's going to work right there, and it could not work because no one has the answer except your target market. And with your body too, you've got to go through it. There's a path to success, right? There's criteria that can be in line. So you've seen people do X and achieve X, but it doesn't always guarantee a result. People want a fucking guarantee, and you just can't get it. You
Yeah,
got to
but
go through some
I
trial and
think
error.
the guarantee, I
Yeah.
think, is it's a false narrative that's sold to
Yeah.
people, right? Because if you think about when you're a child, you ain't trying to get things right. You're just trying to walk. If I fall, I'm gonna get back
Yeah.
up and walk. Like I'm
Mm.
gonna ask my mom 15,000 times if she can take me to the store to get me that toy. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask my
Yeah,
dad, "Are we there yet?" 22 times, right? When you get older,
yeah.
you get sold these
Yeah.
this ideology that like oh, don't bother this person. You asking me too much, or I'm gonna look stupid if I do this thing, and you know what? I'm just not gonna say anything because I don't want this certain view of me, right? But when you're a kid, you're literally living how you're supposed to live as an adult. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In terms of the decision making, the fearlessness, the creativity, the imagination, you know, frenzy. I mean, kids even say the boldest things at the wrong times that are normally the things that people should be saying, and they're not, you know what I'm saying? But as an adult, it's like, oh, you can't say that. You said that? Like, how could you say that? But as a kid, you're just gonna say that because your inclination is this is right, this is wrong, this doesn't look how it's supposed to look. Is this, you know? So it's like we've been indoctrinated to have a certain outlook on things. But to get back what Rob was saying, and also what Tyler was saying, you it's like you have to carve yourself out of that, and that's really the normal. So like what we've been sold ain't normal, but that's what the that's what the normal is. But that's not normal at all.
Yeah, bro.
The new normal.
You gotta
The
get back
normal
to
is,
you gotta
is
get
being
back to the normal.
unnormal. Yeah, I think that like you got to be delusional. I think you have to get to a place where you're delusional, where you're like, I don't give a fuck about what this looks like. I don't give a fuck about
Yes.
what my parents did, what they didn't do. I'm going to be a fucking
Yes.
billionaire, and they're standing on that, and they're saying, you know what? Regardless, the right people, places, energy will come. But just getting to a place where it's that's it. Period. Like I said, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what my bank account looks like. It doesn't matter any of these things. Like I'm going to do this, and it's done. And just living in that delusion. And I think that's what I didn't have a bedroom till I was in the 11th grade, right? And the first house I owned was 22,000 square feet, right? Like, but so how do you go from having 7 people in a 2-bedroom house to that being fucking delusional? And that's what I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I always and hanging around other people where we're going to do this. We're going to build this company. Like, I don't even know what InstaShred, all the things that it could do, but I know it's in alignment, right? Just like talking to, Brandon today, getting him a peptide protocol, saying you need this to shred, blah, 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 blah. Then, hey, let's do this, right? Let's get on this podcast. I'm like, all right, I'm in the bathroom. Bet, cool. He calls you, hey, jump
I
on.
know, right?
This is not planned. We didn't have any idea
No,
this was going
zero
to
clue.
happen.
I asked myself 5 minutes ago, how did I get in this situation? But
Right.
sometimes the spontaneity is the key to life. I fucking love it. This is why I love what we do, man. Because you get together with guys like this, and some things are so unplanned, but it just adds zest to your day. Like the rest of the day, I'm going to be fired up. I'm going to go play some pickleball here, competitive pickleball soon. I got a couple more calls, couple YouTube videos to tape, and I'm like, this is the zest of my afternoon. Get this. So I've actually, since I've been in business or an entrepreneur for the past 8 years, I've had a goal that I've met every single week, no matter what. I have 10 conversations outside of business. No motive, no sales, just networking, connecting, staying a sponge, never saying I know, but using every conversation and taking away great reminders. And it continues to help me grow. It's just, hey, Tyler, 10 conversations a week, can be the same person, can be new people, but just spend time being present and having conversation with other killers that are trying to make the world a better place. And that's what served me.
So let me ask you this. What made you, right, get that philosophy where you said, all right, I'm going to focus on the relationships because relationships are more valuable than the money. Anybody successful knows that relationships can get you access to and proximity to power that money can't get you in. So what was the genesis, right, to say, all right, I'm going to do this no matter what, because that had to come from somewhere.
I don't want to offend anyone, but just using my brain. No, for real. Like being a conscious adult, dude. I will always go out of my way to make someone's day better, but I am very conscious with who I spend my time with because a lot of people aren't conscious adults. Think about it. They're not, they're being told by society, by the news, by the norm, keeping up with the Joneses, making more money, all these things that they think are going to bring them true fulfillment. And they're chasing a means to an end. And I like to connect with people who have a true purpose, who can lay their head on the pillow at the end of the night, knowing that I'm making a difference. I'm doing the right thing. And so many people are out to just make a quick buck or pull one over on someone or be selfish. And I don't know what it was. Maybe the gift from God. I was just born that way. But the reason for the 10 conversations outside, it's so funny. At least 2 or 3 of the conversations out of the 10 on a weekly basis, 30 minutes will go by and we're just like in the flow state. And they'll ask like, so what were you looking to get out of this? And they kind of hint at like, so what are you going to sell me here? What are you getting at?
Yeah.
And I tell them, nothing, man. This was a great conversation. Thanks. Have a good rest of your day. And I love that because I know that it's just like that wow factor on their end. Like, holy shit, like that doesn't happen often. Usually every time you get on a call with a business man, they're going to sell you something. And when you set yourself apart from the standard, you leave an impression on people. And a lot of the times these connections, and it's not meant to be, but they come back and they want what you have to offer. A lot of those people that come back and say, hey, dude, like there's a lot of people out there offering a fitness service, but yours seems right up my alley and I want to work with you. You know, I want to get in elite shape and condition and get my body in the best place it's ever been. And I choose you. And sometimes it was those conversations where I was going to get value and then now I get to add value. It's just like that beautiful symphony of life.
Where do you find yourself having those conversations at? More in
I
person,
just want
phone,
to just
Zoom?
acknowledge that he had that was $1 million worth of game that is laid out there that most people, you know, they won't
What's
pick
that?
up because it's like they don't look at it as an action step or 5 successful keys. But what he just did is what I do. You know, big. This I live to do this. I wrote a book called Connect and Grow Rich 15 years ago. All it
Yo,
takes is one connection
mine
to
still
change your
hasn't
life.
come in the mail, by the way. Where's it
See,
at?
all right, now I need to make, I
You
need,
know
now
what
I
I'm
need to
saying?
make it happen.
I paid the resale price too.
Oh, so you got it from somebody else. You didn't get it from me. You got it from
Nah, I
somebody.
got it from Amazon.
Okay.
That's when we first met. I
Okay.
went to Amazon and I bought
Yeah,
it.
it still ain't came? Wow.
No.
Yeah, I know it's been a big demand.
Just like when I first met Tyler, I bought some InstaStrip. One of my favorite things to do when I meet people is to just support off top.
I love
Of course.
Yeah. Well, a lot of
Yeah,
people
it's a
don't.
feel good thing.
Yeah, I like to support off top. I don't care what the price is. What you got? What you got going on?
Yeah, that's
Whether
smart.
whether I'm gonna use it or not. Sometimes I use it. Sometimes if it doesn't fit, then I'm not gonna use it. But I think that's a really great way to add
Major
value
key.
and to support exactly and communicate, especially people that you don't know. Because generally, the people that you do know, they're not supporting you. When's the
Nope.
last time? Tyler, when's the last time one of your homeboys or one of your maybe one of your female friends bought some InstaStrap? Like day ones, like a day one, not like a friend from last year that you met. Nah, like one of the childhood friends or family
Oh, I see.
members.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's been a while. They're also not my type. I live in a small town in the Midwest, so a lot of people here. I'm very much so on an island. I'm very self-driven around here. Not a lot of people have big, hairy, audacious goals, which is fine. No judgment, but you settle for an average job and you get an average life. And a lot of people around here are just going 9 to 5, coming home watching Netflix, which that's cool. But you know what? I'm the one making a difference in this town in the nicest way. Like we just sponsored our biggest event of the year here in town, and they've never offered finisher medals, and we offered to sponsor the finisher medals via InstaShred, and it cranked the participation numbers up. Tons of people signed up to do a 10K run just because they were going to get a medal at the end. And I'm not the biggest fan of participation trophies, but I thought, you know what? If a participation trophy is going to get 500 more people to attempt to run a 10K, so be it. The pros outweigh the cons.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the coolest thing. So just leaving a mark on my town and trying to add that positive influence that's one of those things that also allows you to rest your head on the pillow at the end of the night knowing, you know what? I'm doing things for the right reasons.
Yeah.
I'm not just trying to freaking get that Ferrari and leave everyone in the dust. It's like if adding massive value means that you can eventually get the Ferrari and continue to do great things, so be it. And if anyone hates on you for that, so be it. Because they're probably doing way less than you, but they're going to judge you just because of the machine you're driving. But we know how that's how people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's
they don't
just doing
think
better
what's
than
his
you, hating
backstory.
on you. So
Yeah, like even
I've
you,
never.
Rob, like you shared a little bit of your backstory. Like I always have empathy for people because you never know where they came from. And there's so many people out there
Mhm.
just so quick to judge. And the more they get to know
Yeah.
you, they just find the pieces to pick you apart. And it's
Mhm.
unfortunate, man. I don't operate like that. I always give people grace.
Mhm. Wisdom. I mean, and you come from the Midwest too, so I'm from Columbus, Ohio, right? So,
Oh yeah. Been many
yeah,
times. Summit of
yeah,
Greatness, Arnold.
yeah. It's cold, but it is that small town mentality that you got to get away from. Well, for me, once I got away from that and got into a bigger city, everything changed. Everything just opened up. It was so much
Sure.
easier for me. But I agree with everything that you're saying. Like it's winning mentality, supporting somebody, having those relationships where I say dig your well before you're thirsty, right? Most
Mm,
people they're thirsty and now they want to, hey, can I ask this? Can I do this? But you've already taken the time to build these strategic relationships, whether it's a year, 6 months, 2 years. So by the time it is an ask, it's not uncomfortable. It's not,
yeah.
oh, well, like, and that's so smart, and that's most people
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. They don't see that, right? Because it's not immediate. It's not instant gratification, right? But
so
when
well
you
said, man.
can,
Wow.
yeah, when you can, just like Brendan said, meet somebody, get their service. Like one, that's rare because people never get it done, and then two, focus on a relationship where somebody knows, like, and trusts you. That's what I'm always trying to do is make a friend before business. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? That's my number one
that's
focus.
beautiful.
Because if you're my friend, you're not gonna charge me the same price as you're gonna charge somebody else. But then selfishly too is like I don't want to. I want to have this friendship for the next 30 years. I'm like, can our
Wow.
kids have work together and have some success? That's what I'm looking for, more long term and not short term, right? Like nobody got time for that.
Dude, so well said. Yeah. It's nuggets like that that I take away and just hold dear to my heart, like what you just said. It's a great reminder realizing that, hey, when you just connect with people and you just be a good person, a lot of times it comes back to you. Like God just
Hmm.
rewards you. And I don't
Hmm.
even think about over 8 years of just having these conversations where there's no motive. I sometimes still forget to think about the fact how many clients, how much has come back to me just by being a good person and having those conversations and
Hmm.
breathing positivity into someone else's day. People forget
Hmm.
that, like you said, they want immediate gratification. And salesmen, the first time they talk, you can just tell. And we've all been in this industry long enough to where we can tell in the first few minutes when someone has a motive behind their words. It
Yep.
just comes off it's so apparent. And
Hmm.
you begin to read right through it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but good, genuine people, it's good to be around good, genuine people because you can relax, you can let your guard down. You don't always I forget who said the quote, but it's like keep the door to your mind cracked. And it's because
Mm.
everyone's always out to get something. But when you're around good people, you can open that door up a little bit and truly chill, have a drink with them, go to dinner, have a conversation like this, and know that there's not going to be a pitch.
Right.
Oh no, no,
Right.
no. I'm definitely gonna sell something to you after this call, just so you know.
uh, well, I know you well enough, so I wouldn't put it against you if you did.
Right.
You'd spend
That's
some
true.
quality time. My wife's made you lunch in our kitchen before, so that's
Listen,
fine if you do that.
shout out to your wife, man. Listen. First of all, after the hypothermia you put me through, you know what I'm saying. I definitely needed some replenishment for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
Yo, so question. So all of the tub talks that you've done, has
Yeah.
anyone not made it? Has all the guests made it? Has anyone
No,
like, hey
everyone's
man, I
made.
gotta get out, I gotta step out.
No, once everyone's got in, I mean, we keep the conversation engaging enough, and we make sure that cold tub portion is really entertaining. Because Rob, you can
How
imagine
long?
what I really
Yeah.
loved about this concept is that you sing people in the cold tubs and you ask them a point blank question that's very serious, and they're like, they just freak out. They're like, how the hell am I supposed to answer this
Yeah.
Yeah.
properly right now while my body's physically having a freak out?
Right.
So no,
Right.
it flies by. Like 15 minutes in the cold tub when you're having good
Wow.
conversation feels like 3. You know.
Yeah, I was in there. I was in there for 12. It felt like 12. I don't know what Tyler's talking about. But I tell you
Well,
what, he
we've done
got
a
he
much
got
better
that
job
Santa.
since we had you on.
Oh, say it again.
I said we've done a much better job with
Oh,
interviewing since we've had you on, so the time feels like a lot less.
I'll tell you what. The
You
best
were
thing
you were
about
honestly, I think you were like our
Third.
I don't know, our fifth or sixth guest, man.
I was
So
right. Was I right after Tanner? Or was Tanner
yeah.
was Tanner before me?
Oh yeah.
The
No,
best
you were a
part
little after
the
10.
best
Yeah,
part
man.
about your setup is that you get to go into the infrared sauna right after. That was the best time. After
Mm-hmm.
you get into the sauna after the cold tub, you feel great.
Yeah.
True, man.
Yeah, that
Hot
was the
cold
best time.
therapy, best of both worlds.
Yeah, that was the best. I was like, you just get in, you're like,
Yeah, man.
you
I
just
love it.
feel way better. So that's probably one
Yeah.
of the
It's
best
been a fun
parts.
project, man. We've got some really cool people lined up for 2026. So I'm blessed to just be connected with great people like yourselves. And
Yeah,
you know,
you need more
connections make
sponsors.
the world go round.
You definitely need more sponsors for that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. I think I was just talking with him. Literally, that's why I caught your Instagram message. I was chatting with Max Willett from Maxed Out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's coming on in the next month. So
Nice.
seems like a great guy, very well connected, seems to be doing a great thing. He's always like dressed very nicely. I appreciate that. I don't have any style, so
Yeah, I got you.
yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, as long as you're
That's
into,
awesome.
as long as you're into your, you got your branded colors on the t-shirt or polo. I mean, that
Yeah,
works,
man.
right? That's your Steve Jobs. That's literally what I'm about to do. Just straight uniform, keeping it simple, keeping it clean. It's everything that you need.
Yeah, man. You
Mhm.
bet. Well, you guys, I'm gonna go get ready for this competitive round of pickleball this afternoon. This was an awesome
Nice.
conversation.
Get some
Really appreciate
content,
it.
man, and post it on a story. I'm trying to see it.
All right, bro. You got it. Hey, let's
All right, man.
chat more about Podcast to Cash. I look forward to hearing more about that soon. We'll get together with
Yes, sir.
a podcast run, plan that down there. And Rob, great to connect with you, bro. I'll have to add you on socials.
Yeah, for sure. Brendan, make sure you connect
Yeah,
us uh
I got y'all. I'll do
after
it right
this
now.
too, man. Great meeting you, man. Can't wait to try some
Yeah.
instant shred, man. Make that a part of my protocol, man. So
All right, fellas. Appreciate you. Happy Sunday and happy holidays to you guys. Hope you have a week filled with love and good company.
100%,
I
bro. I'll
receive
talk
it.
to you soon, man.
Likewise.
All right, guys. We'll
Happy
see you.
holidays. Mm.
Bye.
Bye. Yep.
All right, there we go.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Yeah, man. That 2 to 3 minutes turned into about 20. You know,
Oh, word? Did I say only 2 or 3 minutes?
for him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Let
don't
me-
mind. We've been. It's been a while since we did it. I've been wanting to do this more of this anyway. You've been telling me to do this for the longest anyway. People don't even know my personality. People don't even know who I am. So I'm glad you get me out of. I'm like, okay, let's just do more because once I get there, I love it. I mean, I enjoy it. Once I get in that mode, it's just getting into that mode.
Once I'm in the mode. Okay, cool. Let me.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna connect y'all real quick. Once I'm in the mode.
Yeah. I think we look pretty good to be in our 40s, man. You know what I'm saying?
Are you 40?
I'm 42.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, man.
I don't. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. I don't think. I thought you was. I thought you was 38, bro. Yo. The fun. The fun. This is the funniest thing, bro. You want to know this the funniest thing? The funniest thing to me right now is that, like, I feel like I became Unc. like I'm old. I feel like I'm older than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was working out with my boy the other day. Actually, 2 of them. Cause they we do the push-ups every day, whatever, outside. And
Mhm.
I didn't know how old they were. They didn't know how old I was. And so it just kind of came about. So one was like, yo, I'm 36. The other one was like, yo, I'm 40. I was like, yeah, yo, I'm 45. They was like, you 45? Like, no one can believe it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. You have a young spirit, man, and then you probably was in better shape than both of those guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. One of them. I mean, he's coming. He's getting in shape. The 36-year-old was probably the one that, out of the 3 of us, wasn't. I want to say he wasn't in the best shape, but he just, he needed to tighten it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need some prep time.
Yeah. And then the 40-year-old, the one that was 40, he was in good shape too. but like arguably you might have thought he was older than me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It's interesting, bro.
Well, you stress free. You know what I'm saying? You single man right now.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, so I think when you have unless you're happily married, which is rare, and for people I personally know, when you're single, you get a different kind of glow. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a peaceful
This is a single
situation. You
glow
know what
right
I'm saying?
here.
Yeah, this is single glow for both
This is
of
a single
us.
glow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. You know, no. Then when you focus too, you know, like I know you super focused. You've been super disciplined.
Yeah.
And the same thing with me as well. You know what I'm saying? So when you like are really, really like focused on your dream, your vision, your purpose,
Yeah.
you're not distracted, you don't have no stress. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you still got problems you got to put out, you know what I'm saying? But you have a
Yeah.
very low level amount of stress that you have to go through. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
So,
I
and
mean, that's
that's
a
us.
fact. That's definitely a fact. Yeah, because I don't really carry stress. Um, I think working out and then doing the thing every single day,
Yeah.
being more disciplined, being more accountable. Working on. I really like doing doing the hard things first every day. I think that definitely helps.
You
All
already
right,
worked out?
of course, bro.
I'm about to get in there right
I
now.
ran a mile earlier, so today
Let's
I
see.
officially crossed 5,000 push-ups today since December 6th. So I've been doing a 300 push-ups since January last year every day.
Crazy.
I missed a couple days here and there, but I wasn't tracking. But I know I've done over 100,000 push-ups in 2025, but I wasn't tracking. So what I decided to
Incredible.
do, I decided to track the push-ups since December 16th, since December 6th. So there's my numbers right there, right? So there's obviously
What
one
are you
day I
doing
got
at a
a
time? You do like 50 at a time, 100? Like, how are you?
one day
What
I
are you
got a
doing?
donut. So today
I mean, but how are you
technically
breaking it up? How are you doing 300? Like, break
I'm
it
about
down
to
in
I'm
bite
about to tell you.
sizes,
I'm
please.
about to break it down.
Yeah.
So today officially I got 5,110 push-ups since December 6th.
Of December 6th of last year.
No, of this month, bro. This guy over here.
You're not going to how you doing that, bro. Give us what a day looks like. You
All
know,
right,
give us
listen.
a
Listen,
realistic.
okay. This how you do it. So here's a cheat code. You
Give it a
go you
play.
go you go up the ladder and down the ladder. This is how it works.
Okay.
All right. So you go fifth. So you go down the ladder, up the ladder. So 50 push-ups, one set.
Okay.
40 push-ups, one set. 30
Okay.
push-ups, one set. 20 push-ups, one set. 10 push-ups, one set.
Got it.
Then you go 10 push-ups, one set. 20 push-ups, one set. 30 push-ups, one set. 40 push-ups, one set. 50 push-ups, one set. Once you do that, that's 300.
Really?
Do the math.
That seems a lot easier.
Yes, it does.
Wow. That's
That's
dope.
300.
Damn.
Yeah, so because before I learned that, I was doing 6 sets of 50. And
Yeah.
and
That's
I worked up to that. But then, depending on how I feel, how I woke up, it might be
mhm.
450s and I'll break the rest down. You know what I'm saying? But we get the work done. But once this dude broke down, I just call it like the scale. Once he broke down that scale, I was like, oh yeah, I can
I can do
definitely do
that.
that. So
Yeah.
you go down,
That's the play.
you go down the ladder, up the ladder. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 300, done.
Oh yeah. You can do
Yeah, so
that.
if you do that every day,
Oh.
yeah, like
Okay. I can
if you
get
do
on
that
this
every
journey with you
day,
now.
yeah. So what's today? Today is the 21st. So you got 10 days left.
Yeah.
If you did that every day for 10 days, it's 3,000
3,000.
push-ups.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it, but will you do it? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I just gave y'all the cheat code. If you're in the chat right now, I just gave you the push-up cheat code. Would you
That
do
is the cheat
300
code.
a day, or would you do 200 a day? Would you do 100 a day, or would you just be on some bullshit? Which one? Let me know in the chat.
Nah,
You know what I'm
definitely do
saying?
that.
But yeah, bro, that's how you do it. So I did a mile, 300 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, and 50 dips. And then normally I would actually go to the gym after, but I went to church. And church was like a whole musical production today. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Vu? But I went to the design
Okay.
district one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it was a whole thing.
That's dope.
Yo, who we got in the chat? We got some men in the chat or we got women in the chat? Women, y'all could do you could do the squats scale. So 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 squats. And then men, get them push-ups, yo.
No,
Get them push-ups popping.
that's serious. You know, that's real measure, bro. I can do the, you know, I can do that, man. I can do the 50 ball. You know what I'm saying? The 40.
It's
That's
so
like
it's
real measure.
250s, 240s, 230s, 220s, 210s. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems way easier when you think about it than like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
do that.
650s. When I was doing the 650s, I thought I was doing something. But now since I broke, down the ladder, up the ladder, it seems hella easy. Then like think about it. You do your 50, you're like, damn. Then you do your 40, you're like, okay, all right. You do your 30, you're like, all right. You do 20, you like word, 10, you like word. Another 10, you like word, another 20, you like word, another 30, like, all right. Then you're like, all you gotta do is crush a 40 and crush a 50, and then you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like hella easy.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm about to walk down to the gym.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can get down and start on that, man. I'm gonna do my 10K steps. I'm only at how many steps you at now, you know?
I don't even track the steps. I just do the mile, I guess. I don't know how many
You
steps I'm
run
doing with the mile.
you sprint it or what you do? Like you
No, I just capture whatever
jog
pace
it?
I'm on. Yeah, whatever pace I'm on.
Yeah.
Like today, it was over 9 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even feel like running, yeah. But I got it
And
done.
we got it done.
Yeah, I didn't even
Okay.
feel like running at all.
See?
Yo, so talk to me about the last thing you posted. So you sent me. So you said if you have testosterone, right now you can finish it, but normally cycles of enclophomine, ACH, and testosterone. When you take testosterone for a long time, it shuts down your body's testosterone production, shrinks your balls if you're not using
You
HGH.
see me?
No, just your beard. Okay, you back.
Okay. Yeah, it broke connect. I'm gonna talk to you. Can you see me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can see you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk in 3 seconds. I'm gonna talk to you inside the gym because I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, so we're
okay.
gonna
Yeah.
talk inside the
I'm happy
gym.
I can influence you, bro.
Hey, don't think. Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Get in there and get
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah, man.
Listen, if y'all
So
are,
we
if y'all are tapped into the stream
do.
right now, what you could do is we got the tour right now that's officially live. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Head over to podcast2cashtour.com. Right now we are pushing our date in Orlando on January 17th. So make sure that you tap in. We're waiting for Rob to get his stuff together on his side. Podcastacashtour.com, podcastacashtour.com, podcastacashtour.com. So I asked Rob to come on, obviously to give value, but at the same time talk to us about peptides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Good now?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Bet. You back in this? All
Yeah, I
right.
mean you're a little
My
scratchy, but
signal.
it's all right.
Oh, let's see. Let's see if it clears up real quick because I was on that Wi-Fi. Ever since I went to that Wi-Fi, it's looking a little blurry. Let me see. What you think?
It's
Or need to
decent.
go outside?
No, I mean it's
It's
decent.
decent.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all see where I went though.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
you went into the room.
yeah, I'm in that gym, man.
Yeah, went
So
into the room.
some people gonna talk about it. You know, I'm gonna be about it. I ain't gonna never just do all that talking. You know what I'm saying? Especially, what's your friend's name? He's
The one I
the
was just
guy who was
on?
just talking. Yeah,
Tyler.
Tyler. Yeah, he looked real fit, man. I'm like, nah, let me get in this gym. He
You could
looked
just tell
real.
you could just tell by his cheekbones.
Yeah, I said, let me get in this gym. I'm here talking about peptides. And
Exactly.
let me see. So,
Oh, there you go.
all right, all right. So, we was talking about now. We were talking
So the
about
question was, we were talking about testosterone versus HGH and why you recommended the HGH versus just getting back on testosterone right away. And you was just kind of breaking it down.
yeah. So with testosterone is amazing. It has their pros and cons. But with testosterone, if you keep taking it, it'll the ability for your body to produce it, it'll go down. Can you hear me? Okay?
Yeah. We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
about to go
yeah.
get.
So
I'm
like,
gonna I'm gonna type you. I'm gonna just go get something to drink real quick. Go ahead.
okay, so when you're doing a testosterone, you get to the place where if you consistently stay on it, your body will stop producing it by itself, right? So I like to switch it up and do things like ACG, right? I'll switch to something a peptide where you can still your body will still naturally produce it. It'll make your body naturally want to produce it because when you do get on testosterone, which everybody should be on testosterone because the body it's after 30 it goes down by like 1%, 1 to 2% a year. So by the time when somebody's 40 years old like me, your body you're such at a low number. It's like you running on E, right? You don't even know why you're not motivated to go to the gym because you
Mm.
ain't got no. It's like a lion. Lions are carnivores, right? And it's like a lion that's eating grass for a year straight. It's gonna be like, so you got to give your body that, you know what I'm saying, that manly. It's more than just people think about testosterone. They think about just sexual. Like, hey man, well I can still get it up. It's so many other factors that testosterone covers. That's amazing. So you add things like enclophamine, right? Because testosterone is like I told you, testosterone is like birth control for guys, right? Because it lowers it lowers your sperm count. So if you get on things like enclophamine fills your balls up. You know what I'm saying? Like it produces, testosterone in the realm, but it fills your balls up. So when I do like a combination of ACG, enclophamine, and testosterone, because I never want my body just to get to a place where it just has to. This is the only function where it can come from. But you want your levels to be at between like 850 to 1,000, or above. You want your levels to stay right there because once you got your hormone levels on point and you're doing peptides, it's you on a different level. You optimize hormonally. See, a lot of people just go to the gym and like I said, they don't know about any biohacking and things like that. And you just
Yeah.
working out. It's like it's the difference of you running a $1 million operation and you're doing it yourself. Peptides and testosterone is like you now getting a team of people to help you do it,
Yeah.
right? So it's gonna be more efficient because you got a CEO now. You have somebody that's not just selling. You got somebody that's making sure the bills is paid. Then you're making sure all right, this is handled. It's like you help it, so it's easier for you. Yeah, you can do it by yourself, but how long do you want to do that by yourself? Like, why you just want to work hard for you know, if you don't have to, like work smarter. So doing that is just like working smarter. and optimizing your whole body so it runs more efficiently and effectively, it heals faster. Because
Yeah.
as you get older, your body's going to increase like it's depleting things all the time. So just like vitamin D. They say take vitamin D, vitamin C. So if you do get sick, you're not sick for a longer amount of time, right? You still may get sick, but it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna be a lot. I ain't gonna say less sick, but you won't have to deal with it as much. You'll heal faster if you give your body what it needs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like
Fact.
physical working out is it's even when like say people want to be a certain weight, working out is like 20%, right? Like it's 80% is what you eat, right? You know what you're putting in your body. So you still want to do those other forms as far as working out and things like that, but it's more so controlling what's on your what you're eating and how healthy you're eating. That's still a big benefit too. There's no get rich quick or get healthy quick solution. But it just aids into you just being at the optimal level.
Got you. Got you. And then
That makes sense.
yeah. The HGH. What does the HGH do specifically?
HGH is human growth hormone, right? You got ACG, right? So you have try not to be too technical. Can you still hear me now?
Yeah, I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So let me give you let me break it down exactly
Oh yeah.
what it does. Um all right. So for people that wants like hold on, this what this means. All right. So I was reading something about just the difference of ACG. Let me give it to you right here. Let me see. We was talking about the ACG, blah 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 blah. All right, so where is it? Let me see. HG, and a lot of things with this you can go to you can go right on Chat GBT
Okay.
and let me see, but HGH versus HCG. Um, so the difference is HGH is human growth hormone. It optimizes recovery, fat loss, tissue repair, and aging. Right. So how it works is it increases fat breakdown and improves skin, joint, sleep recovery. It supports lean tissue preservation. It works largely indirectly with something called IGF-1. And so what people feel is better sleep, leaner look over time, faster recovery, joint skin improvement. So it's real energy, right? So human ACG is human. I can't even say that. I ain't gonna. You're gonna get me say the word all crazy, right? You can look that up, all right? But what it does, it stimulates your testes to produce testosterone,
Mm.
right? So it signals testes to make testosterone, keeps your natural production alive, preserves fertility and testicular size. Because when you take testosterone, your balls shrink up a little bit. So improved libido, better mood, your hormones are waking up, more natural testosterone. So that's the difference. ACH is more recovery, fat loss, aging,
Yeah.
and ACG is testosterone production. So that is the difference, coach.
So how you think the HGH is gonna affect my body? How would it affect my body specifically? You think?
Well, people take that HGH sometimes instead of taking testosterone,
Okay.
right? So people just like it a
Am
little
I gonna
bit.
notice it? Am I gonna notice a difference?
Well, everybody's body is different, right? So that's the one thing. And that's why I like when people get their labs and things done
Yeah.
because one, you can track and measure it, but also two, your body may realize something that somebody else's body that let's say isn't doing 3,000 push-ups a month or
Yeah.
isn't doing a mile a
Facts.
day or who lives in the sun. It's going to affect it different. Then you eat real healthy too. You eat real clean, right? You don't eat a lot of fast foods and things like that. So your body's always going to be respond differently. Somebody's healthy than somebody has like a human dumpster fire, right? Who's smoking, who's drinking every day, things like that. So, but it's going to affect it positively. But that's why I let people do these protocols and test it for 30 days, 60 days. You go through a cycle. So you see, okay, I like this. I don't like this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is
You just keep kind of like
this.
refining it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep
Yo,
tweaking it.
anybody that's watching right now, there's a couple heads, not Does anyone have any question about peptides? Have any question about testosterone, ACH? Have any questions about just You know,
Well,
how Rob says you said how do you describe how you um suggest peptides to people? There was like a way that you described it to me.
I should probably tell them what a peptide is first, right?
Yeah, yeah, you could do that.
Um, yeah. So a peptide is a chain of amino acids that's in your body, right? So you think about it. Um, Peptides. You think it's something. Let's say everybody knows is uh, insulin, right? Insulin is a peptide. So somebody that's diabetic, when the insulin raises, you got to give them peptides, to lower that. So a peptide is a natural biologic. It's something that your body already makes. It's something that's already active in your body. All you're doing is giving yourself more of what your body already produces, right? So you can't overdose on peptides. It's not like it's something foreign that you're introducing to your body, something that your body already naturally makes. You're just giving it more. Just like when you're young, if you get cut or you sprain your knee, it's going to heal faster than when you get to 50, right? It's going to be different. So all you do is BPC, which is body protection peptide. It goes to recovery. You heal 10 times faster than somebody that doesn't. So a peptide, you think about the alphabet, right? And let's say you put a combination of words let's say you put table is a combination of words in the alphabet, right? So that's going to be a different sequence that helps. Let's say table. Let's say that one goes to weight loss. You're going to have another peptide that goes for anti-aging, right? You got another one that goes for your immune system. You got another one that's for brain cognition. You got another one that helps sleep. So in your body, you have over 300,000 peptides in your body. All you're doing is figuring out, okay, which ones can I put in? And it works as a little messenger. And it's going to tell your body, oh, I take this peptide that is good for, I want to lose weight. Oh, I take this peptide. This will tell my body I'm fuller longer. I'm satiated longer. Instead of me eating something for 2 hours, I'm going to feel full for 6 hours, right? So it's lots of different ones out there. It's all about just finding the combination that's different for you. And like with Brendan, I wouldn't put him on a peptide that he needs more so lose weight, right? He wants to build muscle, get shredded, all right? So, all right, let's put this combination that does this to gets rid of visceral fat, builds lean muscle, helps your build, helps you recover faster, helps you stay stronger. You do things based on the person that you're talking to. It's all white glove service. It's all tailored specifically to the person that I'm talking to.
Yeah, facts. Black Mighty Thor says best multivitamin supplement on the market is Life Extension Mix. You heard of that before?
Well, I have not. Supplements are good. I think when you look at it, the best delivery mechanisms to get into your system, the best one's going to be IV, number one. That's why the first thing you do if you go to the hospital and they're going to put IVs in your arm, right? Because that's going to get to you in the blood faster. The next one is subcutaneously, which is taking an injection to your stomach, right? Which is where more peptides come from. You inject it into your stomach subcutaneously. Then the third delivery option is taking a vitamin. But with a vitamin, you may only, depending on somebody's system how it regulates, you may only get 10 to 20% of the actual vitamin.
That's a fact. Yeah,
So
that's a fact.
I try to get my vitamins through injections. Like my vitamin D, I inject it. My B12s, I inject it, right? Because I want it, 80% as opposed to 15 to 20%.
And it's
So
15,
it's
twenty
just
percent based off of like your body breaking down the capsule or like the amount of potency that's actually in the capsule and the fact that it's breaking it down.
your body breaking it down because it got to go through your liver. It has to go process so many different things. So by the time it finally gets there, a lot of times it's only getting a very, very small percentage
Yeah.
of it. So that's why some people don't like people don't like, nobody likes putting a stick in the needle in them, but I'm like, do you want the results or do you want to what I'm saying? Like, I don't, I'm sure you don't like doing 300 push-ups a day,
Nah,
right?
no,
Or
no.
running a mile,
Right.
but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Mhm.
So it's definitely delivery methods. How can I get the most for the least amount of time? That's what I'm always thinking. Like, if I'm gonna do something, all right, if I can make $1 million doing this in 30 days, well, I'm going to take a year to make $1 million.
Right.
That's the difference between like taking an oral vitamin or taking a something subcutaneously. it's worth it. You know, the pros outweigh the cons.
Definitely. I would agree. What's your take on getting like an IV drip?
Amazing, amazing. You know, I think my take number one is can you hear that in the background? Or was it just me?
It's subtle, but I can hear something.
Okay.
It's very
Okay.
subtle.
He's doing the treadmill. He's just like he got the volume on 12. I'm like, he's not even doing it. Like, but I suggest people getting their labs done so you can know exactly how your body processes things. Like everything is a guess, right? Like if I wouldn't have got my labs done, you know, a year and a half ago, I wouldn't have found out that back then I had type 2 diabetes.
Right.
Because you think you're fine, right? Like you think, you know, oh, okay, I'm fine because I look fine. And it's like so many people now, unfortunately, at a younger age, especially in 40s, are dying. I just had a friend of mine, one of my close friends, you know what I'm saying, die, 3 small children. They said his back was hurting, went to bed, and just never woke up. You
Yeah,
know,
it's crazy.
so I don't know. You know, didn't look overweight, you know, but you don't know stress. You don't know all these combinations of things. You don't know your cortisol levels. You don't know your vitamin D. So when you wouldn't have a Rolls Royce or a Bugatti, and if it started fluttering when you were driving, you wouldn't go check it out, take it to the manufacturer and check it out. You would never
Facts.
do that, right?
Yeah.
So why, with your body that you get one of, last time I checked, do you not know anything going on with your body?
Yeah, people definitely would take
No,
care of
you
their
know, no
car. That
levels.
people would take care of their dog. They take care of their dogs in their cars faster than they take care of themselves.
Yeah, like it's how much is it to get an IV done? You want to go not go to the club or go to a dinner, spend $300 and get your labs done. You probably get them for $50 if you really look, But why not investigate? When you say health is wealth, why not know what's going on with you and your body? Like doesn't I don't understand it now because now that I'm aware, it'll make sense. But before, I was just going through enjoying life. But now that I know what I know, the most expensive thing you pay for is what you don't know.
Facts.
And you can't afford not to know about your body. So with IVs, I would love to like get an IV done, getting like your vitamins, especially if you have a hangover night, things like that. Getting certain things dripped in the NAD. It's effective, super effective, but it is cost more, right? So you got a budget to put 500 to $1,000. Um, awesome, like do IVs,
Yeah,
you know.
facts. Yeah. We got a comment below. Comment says, if you use the highest quality vitamins and minerals in the best absorbable forms, you get great
hmm
results. Who in the hell I want to be sticking themselves?
Well, well. What? Everybody, your prerogative is your prerogative, right? But we just talked about being effective, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I want to travel to. I'm in Houston right now. I want to go to Miami. Some people say, "Well, I don't like planes," right? I have a fear of heights. Who wants to get on the flight? Um, but you don't know that you can die on a car. What 10 times? You're 10 times more likely to die driving a car than getting on a flight, right? So, it's the good thing is your body, your choice. But yeah, unless you did a methylation test, right, and you need to see how your body processes vitamins because you may
Right.
think, oh, I'm gonna take vitamin D, and you take one of them because you look on the bottle, B, and it says take one of these a day. Now, when it says take one a day, you never thought, okay, who is this going to? Who am I talking to? Am I talking to a 120-pound man that says take one vitamin a day? Because you may need to take 4 a day for it to get in your system. The thing, all I'm saying is just be aware, right? It's not to but based on the lack of testosterone in that conversation, you just say who wants to stick themselves. It's not about I don't want to stick myself, but I want to be excellent, right? Like
Yeah.
I want to be more effective, right? Like
Yeah,
I want
I'm
to
gonna
if
be
I want.
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I started taking testosterone last year, it's been almost
Mm-hmm.
2 years or something. The reason why I first took testosterone is I literally had somebody come on my podcast who happened to be my same age, maybe a year older than me. And he looked great. You know what I'm saying? And we were having a conversation, and the conversation was just happened to get on, and the podcast is it's on my YouTube right now, so it's available, so anybody can go back and watch it. But he was talking about, he was like, bro, I got on testosterone and I got on peptides, and I was sharper, clearer, more effective, higher energy, better response time, way more clarity, and I was able to run laps around other people doing the exact same position that I was doing. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, right? So then he broke it down. He was talking about testosterone, and he was talking about how, like, like kind of like what Rob said, men over 30, testosterone drops, all this, right? So I was like, all right, bro, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just go get my labs done. I'm gonna just go get my labs done, right? So I was like, yo, I'm gonna just go get my labs done. So I went to go get my labs done. Once I went to go get my labs done, I found out that my testosterone level was like, they was sub 400, right? Maybe like 360 or something. I don't know. They was sub 4, right? And I was like, okay, cool. Well, what I gotta do? So got my labs done. And this is the thing. Even before I decided to get testosterone, the process of getting testosterone, one of the best things about it was just getting the labs done. Because when you get the labs done, if you're getting the labs done quarterly or biannually, whatever works best for you, you get the labs done. The labs let you know everything that's going on in your blood, everything that's going on in your body. So I could see where I was lacking, where I was thriving, areas I need to correct, areas I was doing well in. And I've never had those stats before, right? So anyway, I decided to get the testosterone, right? So I get the testosterone, and I'm like, what are the options? He's like, well, you could do the needle. If you do the needle, the potency is this. It's gonna get in your system like this. If you do the capsules, he was like, it's gonna take way longer for it to hit your system for real, because it got to break down, and the potency is not as strong if you just goes to the needles. So I decided to get the needle, because again, like Rob said, I don't care about discomfort. I personally don't care about what's gonna hurt me or what's gonna harm me or what's gonna be tough. I just want the results. So if that means I gotta spend more money, if that means I gotta do something that might be fearful or difficult, but I can get it done, I'm gonna get it done. So even on my YouTube, there's a video. My first time taking testosterone. I literally open up the thing, put the thing on, I inject myself in the leg, everything. It was literally the first time. And I watched the video on how to do it before I did it. Like the dude was showing me, I went through the whole thing, did it. And you may think, hey, listen, I don't want to do this needle. I got this perception of needles, X, Y, and Z. But being able to just do it, get it done in less than a second, and then staying on it, I can tell you, like, my energy was different. I look different. Now, this is the thing. It doesn't matter if you do the testosterone or not. You still got to put the work in. You still got to show up, do the push-ups, do the workout, eat well, sleep well. You still got to do it. Like, you could do peptides, testosterone, supplements, whatever, and have a terrible lifestyle, and it's not going to matter. You still got to put in the work. But anyway, I received probably the most compliments I've ever received post getting on testosterone than before. Like, everything was different. Like, literally everything. How I fit clothes, everything was different. So and I'm a believer, and I think there's stats to back this up that I don't have in front of me, so we can go check. But if you do a needle straight to your bloodstream, and you putting in a vitamin, a mineral, whatever you putting in. Hold on a second. My fault. Whatever you putting in, it's gonna hit your body and your system faster than it is than you taking a supplement and your body having to break down that capsule, or break down that pill. So again, I think like Rob said, it's not about, like you can do whatever you want. Like if you're gonna take a trip, you can take a bike, car, flight, jet, train. You're gonna get there, but you're gonna get there at different times. It's gonna be a different experience. Let me see. Okay. Comment. One of the best formulated products for people with blood sugar issues is Metabolic Vibrant. Okay, cool. Tell them to check out Life Extension. You can thank me later. Yeah, and again, like I said, if you wanted to come on, you definitely come on. That's why I want to do this platform. And I think it's, you got to try out whatever. Like I got hella supplements in the cabinet. I've been doing supplements and vitamins and minerals for years. I definitely think everybody should have some type of supplement. Because again, like Rob said earlier, most people don't know their situation. Like most people don't know what's in their body. They don't know their levels, which is why going to get your blood done makes sense. So you can make adjustments. You can, like, most people are low in iron, but they don't know it. Most people walking around severely dehydrated because they don't even drink water, but they don't know it, right? It's kind of like you driving your car all day with a check engine on for the last 6 months, and you just, you know what I'm saying? That's what people are doing when they're not paying attention to what's going on in their bodies and stuff like that, which I think is extremely important. But yeah, regardless, like I'm an advocate for the needle if it's gonna get into my system faster. Rob, I think your volume's down. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, now your volume's down. I can't hear you. Okay, there you go.
You hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I think what it sounds like, like somebody's. I think he may work or be with Life Force. I think if that's your company or your affiliate, you can just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, you know, like is the highest source, obviously, bro. You can tell that. I'm saying look at all traditional types of medicine to get the best result. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how you do it. Let's just be, intelligent on how we do it. That's what
Hmm.
what I'm saying. Whether somebody does peptides or testosterone, I can give a goddamn. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing to do with me, right? Like I just want the best results. And then if we know that, okay, well, if you have taken a jet to Miami, it's going to be the fastest. Taking a commercial flight to Miami is going to be the second fastest. Driving is going to be the least most effective. You know, you can still get there, but once again, I'm a private jet type of person. Some people just not gonna like flights. You know what I'm saying? Like airplanes, right? And if they don't, that don't have nothing to do with me at all. Bless you. You know what I'm saying? Wish you well. But yeah, bro, it's I appreciate the story. People that get results, people that this research, everything that I'm saying you can take with a grain of salt. You can just look up the facts. Because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You know, you can chat GBT. There's so many different ways you can get a solution.
Yeah.
We just got on this call just to have a deeper understanding, deeper appreciation.
Yep.
And most people that are into longevity, wellness, have a certain level of success. It's a common conversation in that space about peptides, testosterone, you know, um, vitamin D. Just getting this. You want to be healthy as you can be, right? You want to stay here the longest and anti-age the longest. Whether you do plunges, cold plunges, you can do saunas, you can do running, you know what I'm saying? You can do working out. Like as long as you work out 3 to 4 times a week, you eat healthy, That's all we here for. Is the good vibes and the good energy. Or at
Right.
least me.
Right. Yeah, man. So yeah, we've been streaming. It's been like 2 hours. Still gotta get used to yeah, it's been 2 hours. Well, at least for me. I don't know if you've been on for 2 hours. But the presets that I have on here were not on, so I gotta figure this out. But I'm gonna be streaming every day, do this little show, not little show, do this virtual show.
Right, it's a
Promote
big show. It's a
yeah,
global, international show.
promote the tour, you know what I mean? Just keep things
Yeah.
moving. So I appreciate y'all for tapping on. Rob, get that work
Yeah.
done, son, and then we'll catch up a little bit later. I'm about to go get some food.
Okay. I'm about to get it in. Get it in.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Love, baby.
All right, y'all. So listen, man, I appreciate you. Do me a favor. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Brendan Speaks. We're gonna be doing this again tomorrow. I might be back on tonight, just working on some things, figuring out why my presets ain't presetting. So if I happen to jump back on, you want to come back on, we're gonna be testing it throughout the day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. Peace.